I hosted the world's most creative Pokemon tournament yet. Then let it crash and burn. Or, not quite. Draft League, a competitive battling scene that quickly rose in popularity years ago before falling into obscurity as its own niche. Objection! Made a comeback, actually. 7 years ago, I created the GTL, the Green Tea League, to switch up the formula. Forced trades, handicaps, and fewer Pokemon on hand, and every trick in the book allowed, it was a success, and tons of fun. A year later, I hosted its second season, and then nothing. That is until last year, when the GTL returned crazier than ever, and with its most creative rules yet. My first match, of course, against the 2 times GTL champion, as luck would have it. 8 teams, all of which led by coaches not afraid to bring out the wackiest strategies against their opponents. On each team, 9 Pokemon drafted from various usage tiers. This season, every Pokemon lined up for battle, every single time. In traditional Draft League format, 6 Pokemon are chosen from a pool of 10, 12, 13, but here matches were done in 3 sets of 3v3 battles, with the order locked in from the start. 2 out of 3 wins and the match was secured. Bring out your strongest team members in the first battle to claim an early lead, keep them for last and hope you can survive until the last battle for a clutch victory, spread your resources evenly to sponge strong attackers. No strategy was best, and with no way to know the opponent's lineup ahead of time, chaos was sure to come. Haha, but that's not all, you see. For every team of 3 Pokemon, one had to be handicapped. Either by having 0 IVs, a maximum of 3 moves, or by carrying a useless item, such as mail or a TR. A limit that could really turn the tides of a battle when faced with the wrong matchup. To make matters even more unpredictable, Megas, Z-moves, and Dynamax were all fair game, but only one of the 3 could be used at any point during all 3 battles, once again with the when and the how locked in before the round even began. And the prize for each match? The chance to move further up in the bracket and fight for glory and laughs in the Green Tea League playoffs, but also the opportunity to switch up your team with a mandatory trade against the loser. And the grand prize? A free immigration ticket to the land of LegnaK, the featured region in the Canada-inspired Pokemon fan game Project Maple, developed by yours truly, as a boss character using the winning team. That, and some green tea, obviously. Side note, Project Maple's region is made up of 10 smaller districts and mini-regions, each with their own environment, tileset, traits, characters, and challenges, and ties in multiple conflicting forces into clashing storylines where your choices do matter. New Pokemon, unique features, and a morality compass await you in this vibrant yet grey world where you are not the main character. Project Maple is a non-lucrative fan-made game inspired by the works of the Pokemon Company, Game Freak, and Nintendo. Please support the official releases. Batteries not included, all links in the video description. Round 1. The bell rung and the competitors lined up, some veterans and some eager to leave a mark with their first appearance.
Round 1. Fight!
Yep. Anticlimactic. All that hype in the first match featured some of the most standard Smogon sets out there. Life Orb, Infernape, Dynamax, Lando T, Stallpex, and D-Dance Ments. Highlight of the match, Destiny Bond working its magic. Next up, ArashiYT versus Lymnus. What started as a one-sided sweep from the ladder finished in a rough battle of the Megas, with Gyarados and Venusaur trading blows, waiting for an opening. Match 3 ended up being cancelled. Yep. Could have planned some things better, but hey, we were on a tight schedule. But at last, it was time for me to enter the stage against none other than Shuckhacks123, 2 times GTL champion, master of the hacks, and trickster lord. Deciding to gamble my best pairings for last and deeply afraid of ArashiYT, I threw in my Aggron first. Focus Sash would have been better. Let's go! Yes! It's not a 3-0! Let's go for Airstream again. Endure! Oh no. That is a good move. Ooh. Salak Bear. Oh. Outrage. Yes! Get out of here, Entei. Alright, we gotta outrage. Ice Beam. Okay, got the Yacha Berry. Oh boy. We live, we live. It is a sash. But the Sandstorm! Yes! The Sandstorm! Okay. Nice, nice, nice. It's a 2-0 for a 2-0. We don't know who's gonna win the match yet. Do not burn me. Ah! Oh, but we get the burn on the Suicune, so there's at least that. Man, oh my gosh, it's weakness policy? I think I lose.
Round 2, fight.
We, ran into technical issues again. I had to go up against a substitute. Ladies and gentlemen, I am facing against C.Mea's team, who is also unavailable. Instead of facing Dustin. Oh, he's actually going for a workout! He's allowing me to go for the belly drum, okay. Well, I guess that's what happens when you prep in 30 minutes as a last resort. You know, these things are bound to happen. You don't have time to go through every move. All right, that Draining Kiss is gonna do a lot of damage. Yum! Pain Split Substitute. That's interesting. I'll set up the Grassy Terrain. Oh no, I'll set up the Grassy Terrain and lose it next turn. The Assault Vest is coming in handy here. Darn. Yeah, wow. Dynamax Kartana is disgusting. Quickly rebounding from my round 1 loss, my spirits were high and my score back to neutral. At this point, I was confident that so long as I won my next match, I'd have a good shot at making playoffs. Would I lose in the semifinals like with every single other league I've been in? Time would tell, but for now I was a spectator for the next 3 matches. Deploying Quiver Dance, Arashi's Masquerade immediately took the lead, allowing for his Mega Gyarados to clutch the win in the first battle. However, MaskedAura's default Iron Defense and Body Press combo proved too tough to handle in the second battle, leaving both players to duke it out in the third, and for Dynamax Lando T to wreak havoc again. I think this is when we all realized how broken Dynamax was. Seriously, even with all the restrictions we had put in place, it was still too much. The next match saw another substitute, but this time LegnaK answered the call, going up against his good friend Kaividian, both of which bringing fun strategies with them. One Shedinja and a baton pass later, K was already running circles around the opposing team, dishing attack after attack until victory was secured. To retaliate, LegnaK threw a handbag full of hazards in the next bout, chipping away at K's team and making both even. With a spin on the first trick still up his sleeve, Kaividian's Drifblim brought out the evasion tactics, passing the stat boosts onto Weavile for the finish. Or, not quite. Wait, I can't tell who has evasion anymore, nothing's landing! Okay, there we go. Victory for K. Next up, 2 greats going at each other again. Shuckhacks123, the dude who beat me, versus Lymnus. Did I mention Dynamax was broken already? Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. Right here too. Now, having already used Dynamax, Shuckhacks was left to use other tricks as he'd soon face his own Dynamax nightmare. Haha, but he came prepared, and having tested with the strat myself, boy was I hyped for it. Cosmic Power Metagross. Yes, yes, yes. Unstoppable, even tanking Max Flare repeatedly despite the paralysis. Oh, a crit. On to the next battle where, Manaphy, Entei, Garchomp. Yeah, that was a quick one too. Guess you don't really become the 2x GTL champion over nothing.
Round 3, fight!
I believe I am bringing an experimental build this week. The switch into the Alolan Muck, very interesting. I go for my Reflect. I go for the Leaf Blade here. The Reflect is there, it's helping us. That's a Gyarados done and dead. And the Reflect is gone, it did its job, I'm happy. And now we click Close Combat here. There we go, the Reflect. I actually went through the whole of my team. Assault Vest Tapu Lele was very interesting. Baton Pass into something else. Okay, well, that helped. Alright, the red card here, it did its job. Yeah, I'm Baton Passing into Tank. And, why did I do that? Why did I do that? That's stupid. Oh man. I'm gonna go for the roar here. That was a misplay on my part. I forgot that I was 4 times super effective to it on turn 1. Oh man, I'm going for rest here, and we'll see how that goes. There's gonna be another eruption coming in. I tank it fairly well. I'm going for iron defense. Going for iron defense. Then going for the body press. Nice, rough skin and rocky helmet. Yeah, expected. The glare, oh no. Do I lose here? I wonder. Please rest, please rest, please rest. Yes. Woo. Yawn. Okay, well, you know what? We're going for rest. We're going for rest. You want to put me to sleep, I'm going to sleep. Let's go let's go take a little nap, and then we'll see how that goes. Okay, body press into the Torkoal. That kills it. Okay, so Victini's here again. The sun for 1 more turn. Body press. Can you kill me with Flare Blitz if you get a critical hit, perhaps? Damn! Okay, tank is insane! Wow! Holy crap. Gambling the last match on the wackiest strats I could think of and failing to bring Transform Mew into existence, I was at least certain I had made playoffs. I could now kick back, relax, and enjoy the final 3 matches. Kaividian, as a sub, we were really understaffed, versus MaskedAura started off with K on the ropes, with Scizor immediately taking a devastating blow, but a bit of priority, speed, and careful switching got him right back on track. Then, the thick Registeel came back and took another win. Down to their last trios, K taunted his opponent, then boldly swapped into Clefable and risked it on the strategy he knew very well, minimize. He switched back into Thundurus and K tasted victory again, well, as a substitute. Partial credit only, but a great job nonetheless against MaskedAura's terrifying team. Then, LegnaK returned as a sub, I know it's really complicated, against Lymnus, who cleverly swapped to Trace Flash Fire in the first battle, both opponents switching around each other until LegnaK ran out of HP. Riding off a win, Lymnus continued with a disgustingly powerful Dynamax Tyranitar, obliterating LegnaK and winning 2 out of 3. Kaividian, this time returning as himself, for real, was facing Shuckhax in the final match. Only the winner would make it to playoffs, however. Taking the lead and busting through evasion, the Hax Lord punched his way to his first win. And second. And even if the match was already decided, the third one too, for good measure. 3 out of 3. Again, 2 times champion. What can you do? Playoffs were nearing. At last, my chance at redemption, and to finally put this curse to rest. The semifinals were next. MaskedAura versus Lymnus, and Shuckhax123 versus myself. Again, I should have seen it coming. To me, this match was like the finals. If I won here, I could win it all. So I trained. I prepared day and night for years on end. Well, actually, just about a day or 2. The schedule was pretty tight. Sweat, tears, blood. I poured it all into a cocktail that I called Salvation. No, I ain't drinking that. With this, you bet. Yeah, jazzed on tea. That's what I'm calling this one. I have 3 electric type moves. It's not the play. I gotta get Zeraora off the table. This is not the play. Scald is decent, but the problem is Keldeo. If I get rid of either of them, Katrina comes in. Steam, I'm thick. I am confident I can live an attack. And then this guy just picks up a KO. Sans Plasma Fist is gonna hit me. It's not gonna kill, as I believe. That is a Shook Berry. Get the burn? No burn. I was really hoping for that burn. I have to go into this, and my play is, without a doubt, going for the Leaf Blade. He might switch into Metagross, but if he does, that's okay. If he does, I go for the knockoff. Blaze Kick. Oh, don't get the burn, please. No burn. Okay. Zeraora's done. If you have Bullet Punch on the Metagross, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. My play is knockoff no matter what. There's the Bullet Punch. This is a roll no matter what. I have to click Thunder, and you know what? I'm actually just gonna turn away. Just make sure I'm clicking the right move. Thunder's here. I click Thunder. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, let's make some predictions. I am predicting that I'm going to go first, deal 96% damage. He goes for the Earthquake, in which case, even if he doesn't kill me, he's got Bullet Punch. So I have to kill it this turn, or else I lose the match. If I live the Earthquake, I'm only living with 2%, that's my guess, and then he picks up the kill with Bullet Punch. Nice. Nice. My prediction was spot on. We lose. Good game. Good game. If I V-create here, I'm getting Revenge killed. If I Bolt Strike, he kills me. My best play is Final Gambit. What? Hey, listen, there was no other better play for me to do than this. And just hope that you miss. Just hope. No. Very good. It was down to the misses. It was down to the misses. Darn, I always lose to this man. No matter what.
Get played.
What? Dude, no! I'm getting absolutely played.
Playing around your quick attack there.
You actually did. I did go green.
Oh my gosh. Your weakness policy.
I didn't know you were gonna live this. I counted. You were supposed to die. Oh, I you know what? I forgot about the investment.
You just forgot about the investment?
Interesting.
You lived!
Let's go! Let's go! Without Dynamax, the thing is, we ended up doing this without any gimmicks. I was Z-Celebrate.
Don't do drugs. Do green tea.
Having lost yet another league, I felt great. Despite the hardships, I had done my best and fought against a valiant opponent. All I could do now was cheer and laugh on the sidelines as my friends chucked out their Pokeballs one last time. In the last of the semis, Lymnus took the win, brilliantly turning the tides against MaskedAura's same old plays. Then, the rematch of the century, both sides doing their best, rushing into the finals with minimal prep. Literally, just hours after the semifinals. I don't know what they were thinking. The winner, ShuckHacks123, once again. Champion once, champion twice, and perhaps champion for eternity. A true champion and now set to become a character in Project Maple that you could fight if you dare. So, what are you waiting for? Project Maple's development may still be ongoing, but you can follow its progress in the links below, or even try out the first part of the game yourself. And who knows, if the Green Tea League ever returns, perhaps you could be the next champion, and a brand new opponent in the game. In any case, if you're interested in more fun projects from me, feel free to subscribe, join on Discord, or stay up to date on social media. The GTL never aimed to be perfect and certainly had its shortcomings along the way, but if it can accomplish one thing, it's proving that Draft League doesn't always have to be so rigid. That it really only takes a few extra rules to turn the experience into something completely different and an absolute blast between friends. I encourage everyone to try their hand at their own version of the Green Tea League, be it by using swagger as your only move, randomizing typings, or creating something else entirely. Creativity has no limit. Now I'd like to thank all the participants this time: C.MeaX, Lymnus, MaskedAura, Kaividian, Arashi, Dustyn, C.Mea, and of course the subs as well, Kylan and LegnaK, for putting their best out there. Everyone may not have been able to play with the scheduling changes that we had, that were completely my fault, but I really do appreciate it. And to all the viewers as well, thank you. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in whatever crazy project follows this one, or in the game, Project Maple. Take care, and don't do drugs.